belief about keep
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring shit like that. I don't like that shit.
That was a mistake, but I'm gonna keep that in there. But yeah, let's talk about Timothy Bradley had an interesting claim about the state of boxing. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. So he basically said that without Canelo and Terence Crawford, that the sport will be dead. Me personally, Canelo don't move numbers on my channel because I be telling the truth about him. I don't kiss his ass. I tell the truth, but yeah, I mean, Wilder's moved on for the most part. I don't know if he's transitioning out the sport of boxing. Joshua's huge internationally. Usyk Fury not that much. So really, it's really no transitional star in boxing. I mean, Tank Davis refused to fight people to really take over that mantle. It's there to be took. So kind of when you start thinking about boxing, I knew why he kind of small, so he really not gonna get where he need to get at. So T.O., he don't move numbers the way that you think he should. Good resume. Devin kind of moved the needle as far as just getting everybody talking. And I was seeing people say, well, Devin's not a bad kid. His fans don't say nothing. Like, what is y'all talking about as far as the fans? Do you understand how obnoxious and how ignorant Tank Davis fans are? That's crazy. They defend a guy who take no chances at 30 years old. His daddy. Man, his daddy's his daddy. He's his father. He's a promoter. He's promoting his son. So I find that kind of funny and stuff, but, it is what it is. Let's see what old Timothy Bradley got to say. He said, commentator Timothy Bradley thinks boxing will be kind of dead once Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez and Nayu Inoue retire. Inoue really don't move the needle. Bradley states fans should praise and fully appreciate those fighters while they still here. Those three are already semi-retired, no longer fighting the quality opposite. I mean, look how Jeeper Isaac, who's not fighting quality opposition? And Inoue just fought Foe not too long ago. He had a mandatory, and he had another mandatory, and TJ Dahoney. It's not his fault. Crawford fought the best available guy. Canelo's not fighting top guys. So, like I said before, it's kind of funny how these guys write these articles. I wish they used their real names, because what else y'all want the man to do? He tried to fight Tim. I broke that news. Tim said no. Tried to fight Fundora. Fundora admitted to him. He said no. Now, do I think the sport of boxing is dead without these three? That's a tough call in my opinion. It's semi-dead now. It's semi-dead now. So, but once Canelo is gone, Crawford decides to hang him up, and once Nayu Inoue retires, and Inoue don't move the needle like that, but he's an ESPN guy. I mean, at least in the United States. Who do we have to hold on to, guys? Who is coming up? Who is going to be the next Canelo? Said commentator Tim Bradley, the Pro Box YouTube channel. Wonder who will be the next stars to carry Canelo, Crawford, and Inoue. And the crazy thing is, really, you don't know. I mean, you got, Shakur Stevenson. He not exciting. Keyshawn got the personality, but I don't really think he got the fighting qualities. T.O. just don't move the needle. The Charlos, Arrow, they kind of transitioning. I mean, Jerron Businis, he got the game, but really don't have the personality right now, and don't really on the wrong side of politics. Other than that, 160 is a dead zone. Benavidez, he need Canelo more than Canelo needing him right now. So he's stuck in neutral. Morale, Cuban, exciting, but don't speak a lot of English. So you going up that scale. Beaver is from Russia, better be up on the wrong side of the age. I mean, ain't really nothing there no more. And it don't look like nobody gonna rise to the top like the cream, and like nobody gonna rise to the top and take that mantle. He said, we're missing that. So while Crawford is here, let's continue to give him his flowers. While Canelo's here, let's continue to give him his flowers, because once they're gone, boxing is kind of going to be dead. I'm not going to lie, Bradley. And it's dying right now because guys not making the best matchups possible. It's a dead zone right now. Guys are not making the best possible matchups. You know, and when you say that these guys are not making the best possible matchups, you know, you don't get the stars. You don't get the stars. You know, and you know that's unfortunate. So you know, a lot of these guys get upset, like Rayo, or a lot of these dudes just avoid fighting guys altogether. You know, who the next top Mexican guy? You know, you got for Puerto Rican, Xander Zayas is coming up, but then again, I don't think he any good. That's just my opinion. You know, I don't think he any good. So, so that's just my opinion on it. But he got a point. Like when you start to look like we starting to transition out of our top guys, Wilder, Spence, Crawford, Canelo, Keith. You know, Gary Russell had a buzz. You know, Adrian Broner is on the wrong side of the tracks. You know, so it ain't, you know, Mayweather Pacquiao done with. It's like, who the next guy, you know, Ben Rodriguez is a small guy. Can he really take the mantle for Canelo? He's a small guy. He's a small guy. And right now, you know, nobody's fighting at a good pace. You know, nobody's really fighting at a fast pace, at a rapid pace. Nobody's being consistent. Nobody's being consistent. Nobody's consistently fighting the top guys if they're available or they're not available. Come on. But quite frankly, sit down. Sorry to talk to him. He's trying to come out. But, you know, quite frankly, that's just what we own. So he might be on to something. I didn't really think about that. A lot of these stars starting to transition into retirement or other things and stuff of that nature. And a lot of these new guys, I mean, once you start adding new guys up, we can go through the rankings real quick. These new guys, I mean, even you look at guys like Regis and Josh Taylor, they already on the wrong side of the tracks. So you start kind of looking in the major weight classes, 130 don't have nothing. You know, 35 is Javante, Shakur Stevenson, you know, Lomachenko. You got a young guy like Raymondo Murtella, Floyd Schofield coming up. You got some of these youthful guys, you know, trying to come up and do their thing, but who really gonna be stars? I've never seen Floyd Schofield fight, and I've never seen Raymondo Murtella fight live. You know, Gary Anton Russell, he lost, but he can be something still. You know, Sabril Mattia lost, he still can kind of be solid. You know, T.O. just don't have to push. 47, Boots might be the cream of the crop. Brian Norman Jr., Daddy can do some talking. He a good fighter, 23 years old. So you got some guys that can kind of, you know, push it. You know, Lubin still in that young age. Charles Conwell coming up. But, you know, a lot of these guys don't have the visibility. They on the undercard. You know, a lot of these guys don't have the visibility. Tim Tszyu, either they don't have the visibility, the activity, or they don't have the personality. So it's just to the point right now. Then you got all these older dudes that's refusing to pass the torch. You have these older dudes who refuse to pass the torch. So now that becomes a problem. They refusing to pass the torch. So Tim Bradley is pretty much on to something. Like, The death of the sport just may be due to lack of big fights and due to and it may be due to you know, lack of participants at this point. You know, a lot of these dudes are lacking the participants. We lacking the participants. So yeah, it's really like it's really getting sticky out here. It's really getting sticky out here. It's really getting sticky out here. So, and a lot of the top fighters internationally, you know, a lot of them is from countries that don't speak English. That don't speak English. So, but you know, but yeah, man, it's tough. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the Patreon links in the link tree. Check me out on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.